Hey, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today is April 1st, 2015. Been a while since I made a video. I promised to get back to you about the difference between a culture of life and culture of death. But shortly after I made that last video, something happened, and I'm here to tell you about that tonight. And I assure you, this is not an April Fool's joke. I kind of wish it was. But a man came to our house. Of course, I was not home. That's usually how it works. And said that he was here from the insurance underwriter's office. So that would be in Lansing. I'm in the Cadillac area here. So that's about 2.5 hours south of us. And he told my wife that they were just kind of going around the neighborhood and checking on people's property, right? And my wife's a pretty decent person, and she believed him and she let him in. Turns out he was from Farm Bureau Insurance. That's who we've had our insurance with here on the farm for 11 years now. We've never had any problems with them. I guess they've always seen us as a pretty good risk because they've accepted our checks, and you know, when you're in business you have to have insurance. But then we got a letter from our local guy. His name's Lee Goodrich here in Cadillac, and he said no, that they were going to be canceling our insurance, and they listed 3 things. One was the fact that we milk cows and we do herd shares, so we make raw milk available to people, which is legal in the state of Michigan. We also do a farm school here where we teach people the rudimentary skills of traditional farming like we do, and they didn't like that. And the fact that we have a wood stove in our house. And so they said that we would have some time to fix that, but then we got a letter from Farm Bureau Insurance, home office, saying that we were canceled. Now what that means is when you're canceled, as I'm sure a lot of people understand this, when you go to get insurance from another company, they want to know why you've been canceled. And of course, then the whole subject of the pigs comes up, and our not so great relationship with the state's attorney general comes up. All right, so we really have to, we have to assess what we're doing here. So they've told us that we can't have insurance unless we quit. Custom butchering chickens, get rid of our wood stove, quit the farm school, and then no more raw milk. Well, we're a farm, and those are the things that we've developed, the programs that we've developed in order to make a living, to feed my children and pay for insurance, right? So here, now we have an insurance company that's saying, we don't like what you do, so you have to stop doing it. So, as you can imagine, that's caused a little bit of problem in our house because we're trying to rebuild this business and regain our lives and regain control of making a living here, and then this happens. And so I have to ask one question. Who benefits from me going out of business? Who benefits? I don't have any enemies in this state except for one, and that's the last person that crossed me, and that's the Attorney General of the state. That's Bill Schuette. And let's forget the fact that he is the Attorney General, the top cop that's supposed to ensure a level playing field for everybody. Let's forget that. Let's just look at what he does. Talks about constitutional rights and protecting everybody's constitutional rights, but what does he really do? What did he do to me? He leveled a $700,000 fine against me and my farm. Clear violation of the 8th Amendment. Now in our letter writing campaign, we kind of dropped off on that, but all the responses, I still have them. And I think we need to pick it up right there. Ask the Attorney General via email if he believes that a $700,000 fine against this farm was an excessive fine. And you're going to either get, no, that's not excessive, or, oh yeah, that's excessive. Well, if it is excessive, then he violated the Constitution that he himself has said is the supreme law of the land. All right, so that's kind of where we stand. We're not able to do custom processing anymore of chickens. That was a big income stream for us. We're not able to milk cows and sell the milk anymore. And we're not able to teach people the rudimentary skills of traditional farming anymore. And this is all at the hands of Farm Bureau Insurance Company. Now, here's what I think we ought to do. I think we ought to check with the Attorney General and see if he knows about this and if he thinks this is fair. And if he doesn't believe it's fair, if he should maybe do something about it. Or check with him and say, did you initiate this? That would be an interesting, he's going to say no, of course, probably. But, it'd be interesting if somebody comes forth from within these offices and says, yes, we absolutely initiated this. Because I believe there is relationships there. And time tells. And other people tell, too. It's surprising, some of the information that comes by us. But that brings me up to the next part of this. Okay, our income stream has been just cut. We're just coming out of a very rough time over 3 years. And I would really like to stay in business here. I think it's very important that we stay in business here because I believe that as this farm goes, so goes the rest of the state. If these agencies have the green light to shut you down because you have straight tails or curly tails, or because you have a wood stove in your house, or because you teach people farming skills, I think it's a downhill slope from there, and you might as well probably find someplace else to live. So what can we do outside of the phone calls and the emails to the Attorney General's office? Here's what has to happen. This place can only stay in business so long as we can make the bills. Okay? So I'm going to propose some sort of plan to where we sell membership in this farm. We need donations just to keep the doors open. All right? Because we're going to have to develop other sources of income, other disciplines, and that takes time. We got into milking cows because they put us out of pigs, and now they're putting us out of cows. But I'm able to do business with the pigs, and we're redeveloping that, but I need some things to get that going. I need some equipment, but I do have plenty of pigs. I have over 400 of them on the farm right now. So I'm coming back to you again. I need help. If we don't get help, we're really not going to have much choice. And we're just going to have to go out. That's all there is to it. It's been a long road, and this, I believe that they think that this is checkmate. It's really not up to me at this point. It's up to you. In the past, we've raised a lot of funds. Social media is huge, and if this can get passed around and we can raise the funds, then we can stay in business through the summer and maybe, continue this on. If not, we're going to have to pack it in. And I hate to have to put it that way, but that's just reality. That's the way it is. BakersGreenAcres.com has a donate button, and we probably are going to need your help. I mean, we're definitely going to need your help. If somebody has any bright ideas out there as far as helping us with legal fees too, we'd appreciate that. What we really need is a really high-end law firm to get going here and put these people in the place that they deserve. Just the way we've been approaching this, just nickel and diming it and low price attorneys. I don't think it works, to tell you the truth. I think they just kind of play along with what the state really wants. But if anybody has any bright ideas, I'd love to hear them. It's been a good run, and I appreciate all of you out there. This is a fine example of the culture of death. When I start to bring to light the type of individual that our Attorney General is, his response is, well, I'm going to crush that guy and his family. That's the culture of death. A culture of life in this case would be an Attorney General would say to the insurance companies, hey, you can't cancel a guy's insurance if he's playing by the rules, and I am playing by the rules. Last time I heard, you can have a wood stove in your house, you can milk cows. When did it become illegal for me to teach people how to butcher chickens? All right. When did it become illegal for me to teach people how to increase the fertility of their soils? That's what our farm school is all about. The farm school, if you don't know, it's called Anyone Can Farm, and it's been pretty successful because a lot of people want to know about this type of farming because they want to become a little bit more self-sustainable, self-sufficient too. All right, well, this is Mark from Baker's Green Acres. I'll be back at you. It's late at night right now, but I just wanted to get this off my chest while I was thinking clearly about it. When morning comes around, it's get up and go, and don't really have time for this in the spring like this. So, Mark from Baker's Green Acres signing off. Bye.